Look, surely there comes a time in your life where you've got to stop making the same mistake over and over again, and you have to start learning by it. Unfortunately, with today's lot, I made the same mistake again. Take a look at this. It's a banged up box that I got. Did not pay attention to it in the process of, inquiring, and I haven't paid the price for it because luckily I was able to negotiate with the person who sold it to me about the condition of the box. But I've got to start learning from these mistakes. So anyway, today's lot, we've got a couple of Speed Champion sets and a couple of the same Star Wars set. I've certainly got some hits and misses in there. Let's go through the information now, and we can see where I went wrong and where I went right. All right, first up, we've got set 76914. This is the Ferrari 812 Competizione. Now, set was released in March of 2023 and retired in December of 2024. It's in the classic 8-stud wide build like all of the Speed Champion sets, and comes in the classic Ferrari red. The minifigure is covered in Ferrari branding, which is a great little feature. And, I think this one's a great little addition to everybody's Speed Champion collections. Now, investment-wise, Ferrari Speed Champion sets usually outperform the average. Just take a look at how well the Ferrari F8 Tributo performed after it retired. I grabbed this set for just $10 after haggling down the price because of the damage that the box has. It retails at $32.99 and is currently sitting at around about $35 sealed. It has actually increased in value by about 8% over the past month. Now, if this box was open and this set was already built, the value of it would sit around about $29. So I'm comfortable in saying that this set would realistically be worth about $30 right now. Now, this set actually features in a video that I did about a month ago, so check out that video right here if you want to take a look at. Just in regards to the best retired sets under $100 from 2024. So back then, the set was still sitting at original retail at about $33. Like I touched on, it has increased by 8% over the last month or so, so that's good, showing good signs for growth in the coming months. Even with the damaged box, this set has some value. If you can pick up some of these sets in clearance, there might still be some around. It'd be worth grabbing onto a couple of them. Now, I have noticed that many of you out there haven't subscribed to the channel yet. Now, if you're seeing value out of what I'm doing and you're enjoying following my journey into Lego investing with Project 50K, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notifications to stay up to date with new videos that are being uploaded. It's just a great way of showing YouTube that you're interested in the content, and a great way of helping this channel grow. Next up, we've got set 76909. This is the Mercedes-AMG W12 Formula One car with the Project One hypercar. Now, this set is part of the Speed Champion series once again, and was released in March of 2022. Retired at the end of 2024. Now, like I said, part of the Speed Champion series, one of the few sets that are out there that features two cars, in the F1 car in the Patronus livery, and we've got the hypercar there, the Project One car, which came out of the AMG factory. Also features two minifigures as part of the set. I paid $24 for this one. It retails at about $70. It's currently going for around about $45 sealed, which isn't bad considering its long shelf life. These two car packs tend to hold value well, and the inclusion of the F1 car adds serious appeal thanks to the massive fan base. I reckon this one will climb steadily over the next couple of years and could potentially double in value once it dries up from the market. From an investment angle, history tells us that these two car Speed Champion sets do perform quite well. You only need to take a look at other dual car sets like set 75888 and set 76899. That's seen some great growth over time. Now, I think what also adds to the value of this set is the fact that you've also got the attractiveness from the F1 fan base. Now, I think with the latest release of the F1 sets, there are going to be a lot of collectors out there that are getting into Lego, that are F1 fans, and they could be searching for sets like this in the future. If you add that F1 fan base to the appeal of the AMG brand, I think it makes it a really good combo. Now, I don't think it's going to be kind of breaking records, but I could see it a world where maybe over the next 12 months, we've recovered from that kind of $45 price tag that it's sitting at now, back up to retail. So if you can pick it up cheap, you can get some growth out of it there. And I think that the growth from then on is going to be kind of fairly consistent over time. So one to keep an eye out. If you can pick it up on the secondary market around about what I paid for, I'd do it 100%. But yeah, I do think we are going to see some growth in this one over time. And the last set that I picked up was set 75347, the TIE Bomber. Now this set makes its long-awaited return, and the classic dual pod design is certainly a feature. It features exclusive minifigures throughout this set, but I think the standouts for sure are the Darth Vader minifig with the printed arms. Anytime that you've got any type of printing change or any type of modifications with popular characters, it always does tend to be a feature for people. But also to Vice Admiral Sloane. That's the first time that she's appeared in a set. So it's going to be, for those collectors out there, I think this one's going to be a popular one. This set's still available at retail, and I'd expect that this set's still going to be around until late 2025, maybe early 2026. I picked up these sets for $28 each, and their original retail price was set at around about $100. Now with this set getting close to retirement, we're seeing some heavy discounts right now. The current market price sits at around about $70. Now for investment potential. This one could be a sleeper. TIE Bombers are rare in Lego form, and rare Imperial figs like Sloane can quietly gain value. Now similar size sets to them, like set 75301, the X-Wing, have gained some really strong appreciation post-retirement. So with this one hitting the shelves or clearing from the shelves at the moment at a discounted price, might be worth grabbing a couple of these because we could see some really good growth in it in the future. So I paid a grand total of $90 for all of these sets here. Now they retailed in stores at $303, but considering that some of these sets haven't quite recovered back up to their original retail mark, and we've got the damage on the on the sets here that we talked about earlier, I would comfortably place the value of these sets in the open market at around about $215. For those of you new to the channel, my goal with Project 50K is to take a $25,000 investment in Lego sets and turn that into a $50,000 portfolio. Now, I don't have any timeline based on this. The goal is really just to, over whatever period of time, invest that money and essentially just double my investment over time. So far, I've purchased 79 sets in total, and I've spent a grand total of $2,702. Now, the value of those sets that I've purchased is sitting at $8,219, which gives me an amazing profit so far of $5,517. So as you can see, that kind of ratio of doubling my money, I'm well and truly in front of that, which is really exciting. That's it for today's video. Leave a comment in the comment section below about how you think I went with this one. Now, I think personally we picked up a couple of sets there that have got some decent value to them. Made a little bit of a mistake there with the quality of the Ferrari set, but I'm lucky because I paid such a low price for it that I still think there's some value in it for sure. So I have kind of glossed over the error there a little bit by the fact that I was able to pick it up at such a good price. So anyway, like I said, leave your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next video.